My dissertation will focus on the voyeuristic look of the boxing genre and how I will be using these psychoanalytic perspectives to form the narrative of my script. I'll be referencing literature reviews to support my presentation's argument. In Stephen Cohen's Masked Men, he goes on to say how boxing was recommended by experts as a means of training adolescent males in anger control. Boxing defined masculinity not by how responsible or upright an individual was, but by his sensitivity to insults, his coolness in the face of danger, and his ability to give and take punishment. But the proposition of one's masculinity, being able to give and take punishment, also relates to Laura Mulvey's argument of the voyeuristic look, that she states in Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema. Voyeuristic looking is when there is a distance between spectator and spectacle. This structure allows the spectator a degree of power in what is seen on the screen. It tends to consistently involve sadomasochist fantasies. Voyeurism has association with sadism. The pleasure lies in asserting guilt, asserting control, and subjecting the guilty person through punishment and forgiveness. This sadistic side fits in well with narratives as it demands a story, forcing change in another person. A battle of will and strength, victory and defeat, all occurring in a linear time, with a beginning and an end. Fights and duels of all kinds are concerned with struggles of will and strength, victory and defeat, implying that male figures on the screen are subject to voyeuristic looking. Paul Williman's thesis on Anthony Mann's films is relevant in that it states, the repression of any explicit avowal of eroticism in the act of looking at the male seems structurally linked to a narrative content marked by sadomasochist fantasies and scenes. Hence, forms of voyeuristic looking are especially evident in moments of contest and combat. That a narrative outcome is determined through a fight and that male struggle becomes pure spectacle. Male bodies are offered as a spectacle, but unmarked as objects of erotic display. We see male bodies stylized and fragmented by close-ups, but our look is not direct. It is heavily mediated by the looks of the characters involved, and those looks are marked not by desire, but by fear, aggression, or hatred. The male body involves an imbrication of both forms of looking, intertwining designed to minimize the eroticism that each tends to involve, to disavow any explicitly erotic look at the male body, by punishing it and displaying it on screen. How I will be adding to this existing research is with my script. My script will draw upon these analyses and form them into a linear plot, taking elements from the boxing genre and diving in deeper with these psychoanalytics, explaining them into a film narrative.